out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Take it, take it. Hey, watch that. 53, Linda. Hey, seam 6, seam 6. I got one. Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Hey, Haywood. Quick. Mike's 57. 57's right. Watch the slant. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Brad McDougal.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll begin the drive with Carson. He'll have a first down past the 40. There he goes, left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 73 yards. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the 3rd quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
No, 66. Hey, Stu. Lucky. Switch. Check 13. Go 50.
On the toss, here's Michelle. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And he lost 6 there on the first down play.
Hey, 66. Go. 57.
Now on 2nd and 16. Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, I 7. 57's right. I got you, punk. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Check back.
So that'll back him up 5. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long.
Check it. Check Mike 57. Mike 57. It's a party now. Hey, Foxtrot. 57. Mike 57. Man, that's trash. That's trash. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Jugger.
Here's Brady to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Patriots send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Wilson. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. 22 yards there, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Shoot! Watch the shoot!
On first down, Carson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
We got 25 to Mike. Hey, no time. Hey, alert. Check 24.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson, the veteran Stephon Gilmore, able to break that one up.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set it.
From the gun, it's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They run again with Carson. 7 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. This is Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now Brady. And he whips that one incomplete there. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And now it's 2nd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Now Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trey Flowers picks it, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. After the interception, here's Wilson. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalize with a little bit on top. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Wait, put him! Alert! Hey, Echo! I'm coming for you, son! I'm coming for you, son! Mike's 54! Mike's 54! Focus, defense, focus! Alert!
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Ziggy Ansah. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady, now a desperation throw deep down. This is caught inside the 15. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
57's money. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. 57's a money. 72. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty 72.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Dance, Wilson hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Here's Wilson to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
12. Tighten up.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Alabama. 380. That's what I do. Go 50. Go Bandit.
1 final try now for Brady. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time. Charles, we saw.